about their moral claims about the race system. You can levy a judgment against Black Americans for all the things they do, but when it comes to this woman saying the N-word, and this other woman endorsing it and saying that she herself uses the N-word, now all of a sudden we can only talk about the Constitution and the legal right. We can't offer any moral judgment against it. That's disingenuous, and it's as the only Black American up here, that's quite frustrating to hear.
If you want to be soft and get offended by that, that's your problem, not mine.
Let me ask Ricky.
We're not even.
Let me ask Ricky. Ricky, I want to.
This isn't about being soft any more than when you were desperately saving these white people.
Hold on. This sensitive nature that you have is precisely why we have this problem.
It's not about being sensitive. It's about I didn't articulate. Hold on. Let me finish, Myron. Let me speak, and then I'll let you respond. Myron, I didn't articulate any sensitivity here. What I said, in the same way that you levied a judgment against Black people, I'm levying one against the claims you're making. I'm no more sensitive than you were when you made your claim. I'm simply saying I disagree with you. And to immediately jump to your being sensitive is just a distraction. I'm making an argument.
Well, go on then, say it. Say the N. Go on, say the N-word. Go on.
No. I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me, because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be.
Are you guys ready to see the most insane, viral, craziest, best clip on the internet right now? Well, it just happened on Piers Morgan Uncensored. He had Myron Gaines, Marc Lamont Hill, Lilly Gaddis, who I've had on this channel before, a friend of the show. He had all of them on to discuss the N-word. And if you don't remember, Lilly Gaddis went viral for originally saying the N-word. And this topic, or this word, has been brought up ever since that Shiloh girl, the mom, who apparently, I'm sure you guys have seen the viral video. Okay. Anyways, this is bringing up conversations on the internet, the political, cultural space, if you will, about the N-word. So let me just show you guys this. This is the best clip I've seen in a long time. Watch. Just so you guys know, by the way, Piers Morgan literally dared Lilly to say the N-word live on his show. So it's an insane segment, but let's just get straight into it.
You want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in the country.
Yeah, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do, quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, but if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying that Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Do you use it with Black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
Okay. I love this so much because, you know what, guys? Words only have as much power as you give them. And it's time to stop allowing the freaking fascists in this country, the big government socialists, these people who want to, we cannot allow them to police our speech. Having the right for true, unwavering freedom of speech is a core tenet of the very idea of this nation. So let's respect the founders of this great country, please. And I just love, by the way, how much Lilly just doubles down. She doesn't just say, she doesn't back down from this, right? She just says, you know what? I say the word whenever I feel like it. Yes, even to Black people, Piers. Yeah, that's right. And Lily's actually, right before Piers interrupts her, she's talking about very important things, but all Piers can hear is, you say the N-word? You said often? Oh my gosh, let me cry. My liberal tears.
So you're unashamed racist.
Correct.
If you find that funny, by the way, make sure you like today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and also subscribe. And I will also link her channel down below so you guys can go check her out. But let's continue. This is amazing. And you're about to see Marc Lamont Hill, the guy in the middle, freak out, lose his crap at Piers and Lilly and everyone on the panel about the N-word, because apparently the N-word has so much power over him. Weird. Couldn't be me. Seems like a you problem, dude. Okay, Marc Lamont Hill.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you've moved it on in this debate very quickly to your own racism.
Because to people like Piers Morgan, words matter more than actual human being stories, right? So if you say the N-word, that makes you a despicable human being. No matter what you do in life, you're just the worst. You are literally worse than Satan himself. So but if you can do anything else, and as long as you don't use the N-word, then you're fine. Okay. It's the left that has an obsession with words and the need to change the meaning of words.
Which explains why you've supported her in public and why you've got all these views. You see no problem with a woman shrieking the N-word repeatedly because you yourself are a despicable racist. And you've just proudly admitted that with a smug grin on your face, which is pretty horrifying, actually, for most people to have to watch. And shame on you. You're entitled to do it, and I'm entitled to call you despicable.
You guys see what I mean, by the way? Like, do you see how triggered Piers Morgan already is? Oh my gosh. And it just sparks a trigger fest, okay? It's like a domino effect of trigger leftists, because that's what kind of incites Marc Lamont Hill to lose his crap life.
The thing with tribalism, it's a natural human instinct. Like, we are literally designed to want to be in communities and want to be a part of a set of community because it ensures our survival. It's been that way since the beginning of time. So the thing is that people are typically going to align with people that share similar features. And that's why we have the tribalism we have going on right now. So the problem is it's not going to go anywhere. I think the problem is that we've had this penting up for literally decades, and this has been a response to it. You have people that are coming out and supporting someone who you guys might deem as a terrible racist, but I think it's also very important to understand how we got here, because if we're going to look at the smaller problem, we can't look at the bigger problem. And it's what I said before, unchecked systemic.
All right, Marc Lamont Hill, your last words on this.
This repeated use of the word, I think, first of all, I want to just register that as offensive, particularly someone who doesn't identify as a member of that community and who is not, right? I think that's incredibly
I'm the definition of African-American. I'm the definition of African-American.
And troublesome. And to as a Sudanese American or an outsider, who's using African-American in a very technical term, the same way that Elon Musk is an African-American, I think it is a bit disingenuous. But the bigger issue here, I think, is that, you know, this idea of equating of one side to the other side often loses track of this issue of power. To use as example, when Black people stand up and say, hey, let's build our own stuff. Hey, let's have a Black power movement. That is not the same as a white power. I'll let you speak uninterrupted. Let me finish, please.
Because it's only socially acceptable these days in America to have a Black power group, not a white power group. Oh my gosh. That would get you fired from your job, kicked out of school, and basically your life as you know it is now over. So you might as well give up. Okay. There's a double standard here.
My Sudanese brother. So when a Black person says, hey, let's preserve our culture, I have no problem with Italians or Irish people or anyone else saying, let's preserve our culture. But when we don't talk about ethnicity, but actual race, and when white people say, let's preserve whiteness, it's an exclusionary practice. It's about preserving laws and practices and tactics that do harm to other people. A Black power movement was about opening stores and building businesses. A white power movement was a white power. That's the giga. A white power movement was about something very, 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 very different. A white power movement included lynchings and included Ku Klux Klan, etc. So let's not pretend that these are opposite sides of the same coin. When white people say, let's save our country, and even using language of our country, when Black people built this thing, when you say that, you're talking about.
I see his crazy eyes. It's terrifying. I only see eyes that crazy in like white liberal women. So damn, he has the same aura as a white liberal woman in a Black man's body. I'm going to be nice and say, bless his heart, like a little Southern belle would say.
Forcing people out of the country. You're talking about laws that discriminate. You're talking about doing harm to people. Let's not pretend these are the same thing, just like these GoFundMe campaigns are not the same thing. I'm okay if everybody gets out of the GoFundMe industrial complex. I'd love that. But let's not pretend that supporting someone for a fair trial is the same thing as supporting a grown white woman berating and calling the N-word to a 5-year-old autistic Black child. And the fact that everyone in here can't be unanimous in condemning that says exactly how they're not the same.
I totally agree.
Listen, guys, I don't agree, and I'm sorry, but just one word does not cause someone physical harm. If you have emotional harm from that, that's on you. Maybe grow a thicker skin. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below, but let's just get right back to it because this video is about to go insane and they're about to get crazy. specifically Marc Lamont Hill and Piers Morgan, as everyone else on the panel is laughing because they don't get offended.
I'm going to go to Lilly Gaddis and just ask you one more time. I mean, you've been so unashamedly proud of being a racist today, proud of using the N-word whenever you feel like it. You've had a bit of time to think about this. Is that how you want people to leave this panel debate, with thinking of you as a disgusting racist?
I don't really care what people think about me. As long as you care about what people think about you, you have no power and you lose your country. What I care about is freedom of speech. And if you're not allowed to say the most offensive things in this country, you do not have freedom of speech. I don't care what anybody says. So that's the main crux of this situation. That's what I care about with this situation. It is, we have lived for far too long in a country where you can have your life destroyed. And people say, oh, she doesn't need this money. Her life's destroyed, by the way. She'll never be able to get another job. She's got children to have to support. And I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, Black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you can, you will
well, go
not
on then,
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
Go on,
free
say,
speech.
go on. Say the N-word. Go on.
No. I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me, because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, you and one on the left here, and after her say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of the Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Piers. I understand what you're trying to do, but we already know she's racist, and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there.
Oh my God.
And I really accept that. Thank you, Piers Morgan. You see how much, like, do you want to be Marc Lamont Hill? Do you want to be that guy that literally has a full-blown meltdown live on air because someone might say a word or says a word? Who cares? Like, wow. Way to set yourself up to fail in life, okay? But I guess he has an entire career and living built on being a race hustler, right? Okay, he's like an Al Sharpton, right? Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love it. I love to see, like, Lily's great. Met her. She's been at my house. We've filmed videos together. I will link those below. Go check out our channel too, by the way. But I just love that she just says the word that we're not allowed to say. And it's even better that she's a white woman, quite honestly, because it really tests the limits. It's either full free speech or no free speech. Okay. There's no loopholes there. Okay, lawyers. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, comment an orange heart. It boosts the video in the algorithm. Again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Is this not the greatest political online talk show debate you've seen in a long time? And yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. See you in the next one. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't say certain words, particularly ones that start with the letter N. Okay?